Hi guys, I'm back. I'm just going to do a super simple pour today, 3 colors. Yeah, because the last couple videos were all, one day of pouring, and they all were not successful. Like, at least to me, they weren't. That last painting just got worse and worse and worse. And when I went off camera, I'm staring at it and I'm thinking, no. If I don't want it in my living room or even in the bathroom, I don't think anybody else is going to want it either. I might have could have saved it and used it for a background, but background for what? I don't know. So, today I'm going to do a real simple pour with the paints that I super, super love because I'm really super cheap. So, we're going to go with the apple barrel again today because for some reason these paints, they just kind of work for me most of the time. So we're going with apple barrel lime tree, which is one of my favorites. Even though if you use this paint, just be aware, especially if you get it a little too thin, it can put this green wash over your whole painting. I had one painting it did that too, and actually the painting, I'll have to show that to you another time because it's somewhere in the other side of the house. But it kind of washed over like half the painting, and it actually looks pretty cool once I finished it up and, glossied it up and everything. So anyway, we're going to go with the apple barrel lime tree, apple barrel yellow flame, and one of my favorites, apple barrel apricot. It is a beautiful color. If you use like that color with the turquoise, it kind of turns out pretty too. So no turquoise today. I tend to use turquoise a lot because it's my favorite color. But I think I have lots of favorite colors now. So we're going to put silicone in, I don't know. Let's put it in the yellow, maybe just 2 drops. And we'll put 3 drops in there. And then maybe 1 drop in the, what do you say? Orange? Sure, why not? Okay, stir that in. If you're one of those people out there that's not having much success getting cells, maybe you're using too many colors. Maybe you're not. Try using just 3 colors, sometimes with the white and sometimes without the white. Sometimes the less colors you use, see, I do this. I have to stir them all because I can't remember which one I put silicone in. But yeah, if you're having trouble getting cells, there's so many different things that could be going wrong for you. I mean, it could be the brand of paint. It could be the temperature in your house. It could be the water you're using. I know some water, coming out of the faucet has a lot of minerals and stuff, and supposedly it might have an effect. I use distilled water. I buy it from Walmart. It's like less than $1 a gallon. I keep it in the refrigerator because right now it's summertime, so my paints are pretty warm. And for some reason, as soon as I started using it, I kind of noticed a little bit of a difference. I was getting better cells. So, may or may not be your water. It could be the thickness of your paint. For a long time, my paint was just a touch too thin, and I could not figure out. I thought it looked like everybody else's, but so I started doing it just a hair thicker, and that seems to help too. There's a lot of things that you can try. Also, make sure that your table is level. And, if your table's not level, I tried to get my table level. I kept sticking things under all 4 feet and measure, and I couldn't get it. So, you have this beautiful painting, walk away, 2 hours later you come back, and it's all poured off this one side because your table is just the slightest bit off. So, what I finally started doing, is because I stapled down the corners right here, where the corners can come up from the wet paint. You can see I've used this. This is from the last pour. Obviously, I didn't keep it. Anyway, staple down the corners because that'll keep these corners down because the canvas, especially on the cheaper canvases, it tends to pull up. And then, you're looking at it from the side and it's like wonky like this, so it doesn't look that good. So, but anyway, your push pins to hold your canvas above the table so you can do this to wipe the paint off without having to pick it up off the table. If you set that down, set your level on there, And see, that's just about level. But it's level because I adjusted my push pins. Do it both ways. Yeah, that looks pretty close. But if it's not, take this out and sort of twist your push pins out just a little bit on both sides, whichever side needs to come up a little bit, and then retest it. And a lot of times that fixes it really easily. And you don't have a bunch of boards and little things sticking under the legs of your table. So that's another thing that can cause your cells to be, gone by the time you come back, is if your painting's not level, you can't even watch it. You can't see it, but if you look under it, you can see drips on one side, and your table's not level. So try that. Okay, well, let's just move along. I think, what color should we do for the bottom? I don't know. Yellow, maybe? Nah, I don't know. I think the yellow is probably going to be an opaque yellow. It looks very creamy to me in the bottle the bottle top. Let me see if I can tell you let's see if you can see. Nah, you can't really see it because I was shaking the bottle. But with these apple barrels, sometimes if you look inside the little tops, you can kind of tell on some of these paints if it's going to be a transparent paint or an opaque paint. Because, and of course I can't show you, but on this one you might maybe be able to see, I don't know, if I hold it up here, like you can kind of see a little bit of the bottle cap under there. Just barely, you can kind of see it white down in there next to that bubble. This is probably going to be a transparent color. If you can kind of see this one, once it settles, you'll probably be able to see a little bit of the bottle top, because I'm pretty sure this apricot is transparent as well. So look in your bottle caps. If you can kind of see the white of your bottle cap underneath the paint, it's probably going to be transparent, or at least semi-transparent or translucent. So, after 6 months of doing this, you kind of learn which paints sit on top and which paints don't. So just experiment like crazy, especially with the cheaper ones, because they're cheap and they're fun. So I think, I think I'm going to try, this may be a huge mistake. Oh no, I think I'm going to go with the yellow on the bottom. I'm a little afraid. No. You know what, let's go with the orange. Why not? Okay, so we'll do the orange, and then some yellow, that creamy yellow, it's really pretty. Some green. I don't really want these to mix a whole lot. Ooh, but, the more you mix them, sometimes the more you can get some pretty cells. I mean, it looks really, look at the cup, it's pretty, look at that. See, the yellow is kind of sitting on top of that green. So who knows what it's going to do. I could be completely wrong. It could be the yellow is transparent, but I'm pretty sure this green is transparent. Oh, look at that. It's probably, I don't know. I might have just too much yellow and orange. These colors are real similar, so this might not be the greatest painting, but we'll see. Alright, time for flip cup time. Let's just let it sit for a minute. Let it sit. Let it get happy. Alright, let's do this. Oh no, look, it's all one color. Oh well, you live and learn. I mean, you can see the cells coming up. See a lot of air bubbles. Once we pop those, what I really want is like these solid cells to come up. I mean, they're really pretty. Let's torch it. Look at all the air bubbles. See, once we pop those air bubbles, some of the color will come through there. Oh, look at that. Watch that. That's so cool. Can you see that? Where they pop and okay. Oh, look. See, it's even pretty. Look at all those cells that come up. Wow. Well, I actually kind of did not expect that many cells. But it's, look, you got a little dude right there. Eyeball, bottom of his head. Look, see, it's already pouring off that side. Okay, that's enough. So let's, I don't know, I kind of want to do maybe something to through it with another color. Nah. Alright, let's see if we can keep the shape of our cells intact while we're sort of mixing this around. Wow, this is really bright painting. Oh no, don't go off the side quite yet. I want to keep those orange cells right there though. I don't want them pouring off, so hopefully I can get this to go off that corner quickly. There we go. Let's pour off this side. Those green stills are just stretching. Oh, I don't want to lose all that pretty vibrant green and that really bright orange. But where's my palette knife? I've lost my palette knife. There it is. Alright, let's get some color on that corner so we don't have to pour off all that. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't such a great color choice. But, you know, at least we have cells. Another trick I've kind of discovered is if you stick your hands under the center of the canvas, if you don't want to lose like all this over here, you stick your hands up under the center of the canvas when you're trying to pour it off this way, it kind of pours most of the paint from here on instead of pulling all of that. Wow, this really is just kind of it looks like sherbet. Oh no, that's not good. All those cells are kind of going weird. Okay, well, I don't know, I kind of like it. It's pretty. Bright, 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 that's for sure. I think maybe it needed some white in there to mute it. It needs something. Let's fire it and see what we get. Let's see what I mean about the green. It just sort of washed over everything. I don't know, maybe that's the yellow. No, the yellow is down in here. I think that yellow is opaque. Get the air bubbles out first. Whatever's left in there. Now it's really just looking like it's getting chicken pox or something. Not liking it, of course. I think the yellow is coming through quite a bit. Come on, cells. Nope, nothing's gonna come through there. Okay. Wow, my green just spread out so much. Everything just spread out. Well, okay, I'm not getting anything in this corner. I'm like, begging, please, come on. I need something in that corner. Alright, what should we do with this? Because it looks like it needs something. Ah, I'm bleeding. Yellow. Okay. Well, what can we do with this? I don't know. I really don't know. Don't know. Well, we could pour some ribbons through there, but I'm not very good at ribbons. Alright, let me think. I'll be right back. Gotta think. Okay, I'm back. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is, I mean, it's pretty. It is. It's, you know, like I said, it looks like sherbet. But it's just not, like, speaking to me. So, I mixed up some white, put 2 drops of silicone in it. So, we're going to try and do, instead of a flip cup, I'm just going to pour over this. We'll see what happens. So, let me get a cup. Put some white in the bottom. Then some yellow. So used to doing this like right under my nose. Orange. Some of that pretty green. I love the green. Some more white. Some more yellow. The yellow is pretty too. They're all pretty. I just love it when you love your colors. Alright, some more green in there. Let's just put that on top. Put some more white on. We'll finish it off with white. There we go. Alright. Let's give it a swirl. Just a little bit of one. Since we're not doing a flip cup. Look, I'm already seeing cells on it. Little, you can kind of see little bitty cells. Alright, so this poor canvas is just gone through ungodly amounts of torture. Let's scrape some of that paint off. Because that's just too much paint. I don't want to pour so much paint off. There we go. Look at that. Kind of pretty. I wonder what that's going to do to it though. Let's scrape off the other side. Let's do this too. Get most of it off there. Because it's kind of turning muddy and I don't want it to totally upset my painting. Okay, that's probably making it worse. I have a habit of making things really worse. Oh, let's just do this here. We'll do across here and here and here. Alright, not too much. And then let's just pour it off quickly. I think we should leave it. What do you think? Before we totally, ruin whatever happens. I kind of like the darker section and then the lighter section through there. Kind of pretty, right? Let's see if we can get that corner. I missed that corner somehow. With all that paint on there, somehow I missed that corner. Did I miss that corner too? Really? Wow. Okay. Painting. Not cooperating with me today. Oh, wow. Look at that. I totally missed that corner. Not cool. Not cool. Okay, so now I have an ugly corner. And no, I'm going to just quit doing that. Alright. Mess number 2 complete. Alright, let me get some of this. Well, no, let's go ahead and fire this. Thank goodness that lid on the first one because get all the air bubbles out. Let's see if we can get maybe some more interesting stuff to come through here. I want some more white to come out. That section through there is just really boring. Yeah, okay, well, today is really just not my day, I don't think. But, that's why I'm going to show you all these videos, because we all have off days. Well, most of us do. I'd say there's like one person in YouTube. I won't mention this person's name, but everybody who follows this person knows who I'm talking about. This one person never has a bad day. Trying to get that orange to kind of come up. I mean, you can see a little bit. But like the sections are here are just washed. It's like totally boring. Man, I'm glad I'm not one of those people that takes this stuff too personally, because I'd probably be throwing my torch at this point. At this point, I don't like that at all. I don't know what happened. Look, we still have paint left over. So, let's do something with it, right? Let's do something with it. Come on. Let's make a bigger mess. Why not? Alright, I got a little bit of white left, so I'm just going to pour the rest of the orange into the white. I know you probably can't see this, but I can't stick it in the middle of my canvas. Alright, putting the orange in there. Let's put that green in there. There's a lot of green left. Alright. So this is the point at which I wish I could swipe. You know, seriously. Because it might work if I swiped across this. But probably not. I don't know. I don't have anything to swipe with other than cardboard. And well, I could use newspaper. Let's try swiping this before I do anything else. Let me get a piece of newspaper. We'll swipe across, see what happens, and then we can always, you know, paint over it. I now have yellow paint all over the kitchen. Alright, which direction should we go? Probably a really bad idea. Should we pour some of this on there, maybe? And swipe it across? I don't know. I think this is going to be a disaster. But we'll see, right? It can't hurt, right? I mean, all you can do is... Okay. Just take that. Do you have it down? Nope, it's like pulling way too much of the paint off of the canvas, I think. I can see a little bit of cells pop up, but that did not work at all. Look, I got more cells in my cup than I've got on the stupid canvas. Well, that section right there is pretty. If the whole thing would have done that, that would have been cool. I mean, don't you think? That little section right there would be a good macro. But that's about it. Oh, man. Look, I'm going to keep trying the swipe until I get one. And probably once I get one good swipe, I'll probably never do it again. That'll be it. That'll be it for me. It'll be my limit. See, this is a totally boring painting now. And nothing's going to come up over here. Okay. Yeah, nothing's going to come up over there, so. Alright. Well, I don't know. I mean, it kind of worked in some places. It's kind of pretty, but totally still disappointing. Let's pour it this way. Well, I just poured them pretty cells that I had on there. And now everything is all wonky. Wow, how many paintings does that make? I've like completely made totally ugly. Yeah, that's just a big mess. Okay. Look at all the cells popping up. But they're so plain. They're not interesting enough to keep. There's just not enough color in there. pop the air bubbles. Doing that always brings up a lot of air bubbles. So we can bring up any more cells. Pretty sure nothing's going to come of that. All I have is yellow left. Okay, well, that wasn't pretty either. So, everybody go out and make a way prettier painting than this. And have an awesome day. See you later, bye.